Yes. Yeah, very good morning to one and all. Today our sixth session of FTP program on enhancing qualitative approach in education. So we will start the session with a prayer.
ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्.
Respected speaker of today's session, Dr. K. Thiyagu, our college principal, Dr. Tanya Gupta ma'am, my dear colleagues, and all the participants. Today we are the sixth day of faculty development program conducted by IQAC, Army Institute of Education, Greater Noida, on the theme of enhancing qualitative approach in education from 7th June to 13th June. So today is the sixth day. Our speaker is K. Thiyagu. He will be speaking on the topic technology and qualitative approach. At peak time of technology due to pandemic, so every teachers from a senior level all are practicing online mode of education. We are familiar, even the student online tools, techniques in our daily teaching learning process, also in our results also. May be included in our how we can make in a qualitative manner, because technology have the scope both in quantitative and qualitative manner. Teaching learning process mainly it's a kind of quality aspect, but there are subject variation happen. Some subjects are purely quantitative, science subject, mathematics and all, and other subjects are social science, they are qualitative. So whenever the teachers are using the tools and resources from various sources, how they can access this tool, how they can implement in education. So this is our focus of today's lecture, and how to use the qualitative approach in technology. So sir will be speaking the various angles like open educational resources, Creative Commons, social application, because in online teaching, teachers are applying the WhatsApp, using WhatsApp, Telegram, YouTubes, and similar kind of social medias. Also, there are new medias. There are the different kind of platforms, like we are using the applying new platform Gmeet. So sir will be talking everything, Gmeet, Zoom, and different application. So what is the scope, what is the challenges, and what is the so sir will be discussing also about the how we can make the demo documentation, audio recording, video recording, and multimedia lesson plan, etc. So I'm not going to detail. So we will read the I will be introducing our speaker. It is my privilege, Dr. K. Thiyagu. He is the Assistant Professor, Department of Education, Central University of Kerala, Kasaragod. So his qualification, PhD in Education from Bharatidasan University, Tamil Nadu, and also PhD MPhil from in education, Alagappa University. MPhil in mathematics, again from Alagappa University. MEd from Bharatidasan University. MSc mathematics, MSc psychology from Bharatidasan University. So he have a lot of degrees and qualifications, so that that will be utilized for our participant, I hope. So we got a lucky person, are expert in various fields, especially specialization in learning management tools, web tools for education, online assessment tool, mobile application for education, augmented reality in education, and open educational research. These are the some of the areas of specialization. And he have the teaching experience and research experience more than 17 years. He taught before he joining Central University of Kerala. He taught at the Central University of Tamil Nadu. Dr. Sivanti Adidan College of Education. So with this introduction, so I tell he have a lot of online platform here using his materials in online blogs. You can visit that blogs. It will be helpful. A lot of resources are available. So with this introduction, I hand over to our principal ma'am to formally welcome our speaker to the session.
Thank you, Dr. Syed Alvi. Good morning, everyone. It's my privilege on behalf of the Army Welfare Education Society and the Army Institute of Education, Greater Noida, which is affiliated to Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University. I feel honored to welcome Dr. Thiyagu, who is at the Department of Education, Central University of Kerala. I welcome you, sir, for this day 6 of the online FDP, which is we are trying to deliberate on how to make education a more qualitative process, as well as discussing, over these span of previous 5 days on the philosophical, the psychological, the teaching, research, assessment aspects of quality education. We are very grateful that you've consented to be a part of this program, and your profile, which is so profound, that has been read by Dr. Syed Alvi. We feel that we couldn't have had a more appropriate person than you to speak on technology and quality education. So on behalf of everyone, the participants and my team, we welcome you for this session, sir. And I now hand over the session to you for your deliberations and your views.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. So just I'm moving directly to my presentation. So first I'm sharing my sincere thanks to the Syed Alavi as well as the principal of this college. The topic which is assigned for me is the technology and qualitative research. So I'm going to be remake the topic in little bit. So the topic which I'm going to focus on ICT tools in research. Probably I'm talking about some of the online teaching tools also, if time possible. So this is my agenda of my presentation. And these are the agendas. Just I'm listed the agenda of my presentations one by one. So first thing, I can start my some introductory part as a means, because in the case of the educations, we are much focused on the motivation part. So for creating some kind of interest to the participants. So therefore, I'm going to use some of the means related to the research as well as the PhD, how the research is going on in this side of the PhD sites, PhD scholar sites, how they perceive the PhD. So that is my prologue I'm using. Then after that, I'm moving to the ICT in the qualitative research. So I'm dividing the tools of the ICT as well as the technology aspect into 3 spectrums. So in the case of the research, we can divide into 3 spectrums. One is called pre-data analysis. So in the pre-data analysis, we are much focusing on the data collection as well as the review of items. So these are the 2 main things in the case of pre-data analysis. There I'm going to highlight which are the tools me helping to do for the data collections as well as the making the review of later literatures. In the second part of my presentations, I'm moving to the data analysis tools. Particularly, I'm focusing on the qualitative data analysis, which are tools is available in the online, which is paid one, which is a free one. That also I'm focusing. And the last part of my presentation, I may highlighting the post data analysis tools. So that is main for the that how to do a plagiarism checking, then how we can do the how in what kind of tools may supporting for the the grammar checking and also that things I may focus in as the last part of my presentation. Then finally I may end with some kind of concluding remarks. So this is my presentation's agenda. So the first part of my presentations, just I'm going to throw the perceptions of the PhD work, how it's going on as a motivation purpose. It's not criticism purpose, such for the making the attention of my lectures. Just I'm showing some of the memes. These are the memes I found it from the I love PhD. There is the memes websites. From that one I found it, this images. Thanks to them. How the people are doing the research. See the first year students in the second year what they're doing, in the third year what they're doing, the final year what they're doing. So because most of the times the PhD students, they what is that, they very speed up the work to complete in the year last one, not in the first year second year. In the first year second year they're very lazy to start the work, but only the after third years only they are very much focusing to do that, finish the work. And the second means talking about when someone tells they completed PhD in the 2.5 years, it means that within 2.5 years, if someone's completed the PhD, we may think that it's beyond the science, because it's not at all easy to finish the PhD within 2.5 years. Even my personal experience, I submitted PhD in the year 2012. It means that I took nearly 4 years. I joined PhD in 2008. I submitted PhD in 2014. But I am waiting for the Viva was examination, the 2 years. So I got award in the 2014 one. So altogether, my entire PhD years is 6 years. So, but suppose if someone did the PhD within 2.5 years, so we may think that it's beyond the science, because it's not possible now in the current scenario. And the biggest problem, even I cross some other people, they have some other specialization, the guide having the other specializations. But because of the guide, what is the imposition or the student's interest, the guide accepting the particular area. So if the both the guide and the research scholars having the different research area, so this kind of situation may happen, because it's not going with synchronous manner, because the guides having the different opinion about his research style and the scholar having the different research styles. But if you go with synchronous model, better the research scholar as well as the research supervisor should have the same kind of subject specializations that we have to ensure. Suppose we are going to do in future as a PhD, we must know whether the research supervisor having the same kind of the research interest. So then we have to lead further. And just I'm highlighting the one key terms. The PhDs look like a puzzle box, because most of the people, they knows how to join the PhD, because they knows where the vacancies there, they writing the net examination or thereof or the entrance examinations. And finally, they are submitting the proposal and they started for doing the PhD. But after the 1 year or 2 years, they could not find the solution to how we can complete that PhD. Particularly in the case of the COVID time, even my 4 students, out of 4 students, 1 student submitted the PhD in the month of March 2021. Sorry, in the month of February 2021. The 3 students are waiting for the data collection, but they prepared the entire tools 1 year before. But due to the COVID, they could not move for the what is the data collection, because all the 3 students are committed for the experimentation method. So due to that, they're not moving in the next level for the PhD. So therefore, most of the times the PhD is like a puzzle box. The people knows the way to join, but they could not know the way to finish the PhD. This is the biggest problem for them. And before joining the PhD, all the people are thinking that the PhD is like a normal road. We can easy to crash and we can easy to reach the goal. But it's not at all correct, because the reality of the PhD, so we may face a lot of difficulties during the PhD, particularly now the government UGC order, we have to publish 2 journals in the reputed journal, particularly UGC Care or in a Scopus or a Web of Science. So this is a biggest challenge in the case of the PhD scholars, particularly the social science background people. Because in the case of the science and a lot of journals are available, Scopus and Web of Science, only limited journals are available in the case of the education background people like us. So due to that, they could not find the way to publish the articles in the reputed journals. And sometimes even some of the research supervisors, they're expecting the PhD students like this, because if the tree, it gives only one fruits only. If the mango tree means it gives only mango. If a coconut tree, it gives them coconut only. But how a single tree can give you a lot of fruits? So some of the PhD supervisor are they may expecting like this. Due to that, lot of people are struggling like anything to complete the PhD work. So as a PhD, suppose I am guiding the PhD scholar in the sense I can understand the students level. Based on this, I had to expect. So we cannot be expect much more from the PhD scholars. Even I cross some of the PhD supervisor, they're forcing the students to write a textbook and write a conference paper and presenting a lot of papers and all. But only few of the papers related to the subject area. So don't force them. So kindly tell them the students should focus on only that particular research area of the work for the next level of the publications, or in the case of the conference seminar and all. And the next important the aspects in the case of PhD, the publication is a very big task for them. So that is why most of the time the WhatsApp group, most of the research, young scientists, young research scholars, they're asking, sir, please kindly share the UCCAR list or Scopus or give the solution to publish the article. This is a biggest challenge in the current scenario of the PhD scholars. But I'm going to highlight some of the tools. These tools may helping to publish the article, and even some of the people are already familiar with this, but only the things they're not having much aware of that. And see, suppose the people are gently, even I cross this kind of experiences, even as a research supervisor from my end also. We may send the article 1 year before. So now, after 1 year, the research, the review committee, they may send one message like this or one mail to us. You did excellent work. The work you did is perfect, but only the things, the work you did, it's not related to our scope of journal. Finally, the end of the moment, they decline our research article. This is the biggest problem in the case of the research scholar as well as the research supervisor. And I hope you're already familiar with the two types of research journals. One is called paid one, other is called free one. So in the case of the paid one, when what are things you are giving to them, is even the quality, no quality also, they can publish it because they much intends on the money. But in the case of the non-paid journal, they sending for correcting our article more than 3 or 4 reviews. So for publishing in a reputed journal without payment, it takes at least 1 year. So we have to think how we can publish the articles in this manner. And see the another scenario of the PhD, and this also my experience also, because I completed PhD. Once I submitted the PhD only, went for the marriage. But if the people are did the marriage before the PhD, so sometimes they could not be able to complete that task. So there is a small image showing that this is a Titanic image. I hope you're already familiar with this film. He said he will return after clearing the PhD. In some cases, it's like that one. And see the other scenario, the COVID-19, how it may affect much in the case of the PhD scholars. Even my scholar, the 3 students are struggled like anything. They finished the research tools before 1 year 1 year before, but they could not be able to move for the experimentation procedure because of the COVID. So now they extension the PhD. They thought to finish the PhD within 3 years. Now they are moving to the 4th year. So due to that, the PhD students, they struggle like anything. That is why some of the students, they are adopting as a survey method. They have a lot of scope, particularly the online tools like Google Forms, like Microsoft Forms. From this, they are collecting the data. They finish the things. Even the qualitative researcher like you, we cannot go for the direct interview because due to the COVID, we cannot move and directly observe the people and directly interact the people. That is a big challenge in the case of the COVID. And sometimes this kind of issues also may face even the research supervisors as well as the scholars, particularly in the case of the PhD as well as the conference presentations. If you have any questions, please keep it to yourself. We may think like this because I'm not a Google to give all the answers. Because as a research scholar, they are familiar with one specific area. But in the case of the Viva's examination and all, lot of questions may arise from the different areas. But the scholars cannot be able to give the answer because they are not Googled. They are not Googled. And the next important challenge in the case of the PhD scholar, what is the challenge in the sense? Because the PhD scholar, they know how to download the article from the different internet sources. Even if you look onto the particular laptop of them, they have more than 200 research articles like this. But the problem, they could not be able to find the meaningful as well the qualitative research work from the 200 downloaded articles. So they may have a lot of confusion, which one we can take it for the writing the reviews, which one we can take it for the writing the discussion. So a lot of doubts may have it, because they have a lot of articles in the web sources. They could not find the solution which is better for them. And see, this is in reality, in some people are doing the PhD in the stress management. The people may react like this because these is look like a stress creating the things. But if the people are doing the stress management as a PhD work, we may feel like this, we may laugh like this only, because even I crossed during my PhD time, I fed up the last 1 year in the year of to submit the third year to fourth year to submit the PhD. I didn't went for the home more than 3 months, because I sit the entire 24 hours of each day and write like anything to complete my PhD within a stipulated time. So like this, the people are facing a lot of stress to complete the PhDs and all. Now I'm moving to the main task, the technology and qualitative research. So otherwise it's called ICT tools in research. So why the ICT tools is need for another? So I am already focusing the lot of tools and lot of means previously. Why the students having that much of issue in the sense they are not using the proper ICT tools for reduce the work. That is why we may think about some of the smart tools to reduce this kind of headache or this kind of stressable research work. So therefore, we always depends on some of the good or smart tools to do our research work in a proper way. So here I put the word as ICT tools are mainly used by the researcher for its ability to ease knowledge and gathering process and to enhance the resource development. That is much important. See, what is the advantage of the using the ICT tools for ease the knowledge, for gaining the knowledge in a very easy manner and gathering the informations within in your place itself. That is called zero distance. So 20 years before, if you want to get the reviews of data literature, we can visit the different universities, and then only we may get these reviews under. But now within a place, in your place itself, if you Google it, you may find the plenty of research article related to a research area. So in this manner, the ICT tools may helping us like anything. So therefore, the easy of knowledge as well the gathering process, the ICT tools mean, and to enhance the resource development process also it may helping. And in what way the ICT tools is may helping in the case of the qualitative or the quantitative. Even some of the tools may what is aligned with both the quantitative and qualitative. So we cannot be we cannot be used only for the quantity or qualitative. We can use some of the tools for all the types of research. So one is called the ICT tools, where we can use this one for search engine. So generally we knows what is search engine, but here the ICT tools may helping us to search the correct information. So that is called we can depend on some kind of meta search engines like Google Scholar or Microsoft Academia. So these are the tool is called as meta search engines. So what is our intention? We like to get some kind of articles or that is for the scientific article. For that, we have to visit the Google Scholar as well as the Academia or ResearchGate. If you're searching the content in the Google, we may get some unwanted contents. Therefore, we must have specified some specific tool that is called meta search engine. We have to be focused to download some of the scientific article. Then second way, ICT tools, how we can help us in the sense, connect, communicate with experts and researchers. I hope you're already familiar with the government initiative that is called Vidwan. That particular tools, how it will be helping in the sense, in the case of the research supervisor, when the students complete the PhD work, the research supervisor can submit the panel of experts name for the Vivos examination as well as the what is this evaluation, the thesis evaluations. The biggest problem, they could not find out the papers in this some specific area. Suppose you are doing the PhD in some qualitative research, you could not find much of the people in the qualitative research. But if you look onto the Vidwan, we can easily locate the people from the education sector. From the education sector, we can easily locate the who are expertise in the qualitative research. You can collect the people, the database from the Vidwan. Then we can send we can suggest the university some subject experts names. So if you look onto the Vidwan, all the center universities faculty's profiles are available with their mail ID, with their mobile number, everything is available here. Suppose you are not getting to there, just you can go to the ResearchGate or in academia.edu. There also you can be able to find out some of the subject expert in the particular field. Suppose you are doing the research in the inclusive education. If you go and give your expertise in inclusive education, automatically suggest the people those are already submitted the paper or those are already published the paper related to the inclusive education. So for them, we can connect with them. So for this, lot of ICT tools may helping us. The next is a free digital library. So in the case of free digital library, we are using as a repository in the case of South Ganga. I hope you're already familiar with the South Ganga. South Ganga is an Indian repository for the Indian dissertation as a thesis work. But parallelly, the lot of foreign universities dissertation work also, they keep it as an open access. So there also, I'm going to highlight which are the tools may helping, which are the online platform. We can download the foreign article, foreign journal, foreign articles of the foreign dissertation. That is I'm focusing. And the next way, the ICT tools, how it will be helping this for doing the data analysis. So we are having the wrong notion that data analysis only for quantitative. No, it should be an app for the both quantity or qualitative. Even the qualitative also data analysis are there. But we are using the data analysis a coding based in the case of qualitative. Even lot of softwares may helping for lead the qualitative research like NVO and QDA. So a lot of softwares are it is there, but most of the softwares are paid one. Only one or two softwares is free versions are there. That's also I'm focusing with my presentation. The next one is called referencing. This is much important because as a education background people, we may submit the paper as well as we may submit that the resolution work in the APA manual. APA. So now we are using the APA 7th version. The biggest challenge for them to convert any citation or reference in the APA format, we are facing, we are lazy to work in this because each comma full stop is very much important in the case of the reference. So due to that, we are using the Mendeley or Zotero, the particular tools for what is that working near the proper references, right? So a lot of tools may supporting in a free basis as well as paid basis, particularly to construct the proper referencing. And the next one, write and publish the research papers. Particularly for sending the article, we can recommend, so we can use this Scopus or Web of Science or UCCAR list. There only we can find which is a good journal, which is a fraud journals. Everything is crystal clear. Only the things some of the people still they are responding through the mail. Whenever you're responding or sending the article through the mail, most of the journals, if you're sending the article through the mail, most of the journals is like a fake. Always you can share that article or upload the article through the proper platform which they have it. If you look onto the Scopus site, Scopus journals, none of the Scopus journals, they won't ask the article through the mail, or they won't ask you to submit the article through the mail. They ask that create a username password for that particular websites. Then after that, they may upload the articles one by one, like the first part, your heading. The next is a key abstract. The next is the entire body of your report. Then you have to submit your the table separately, reference separately. Like that only they may ask. They won't ask you upload the entire article in a single file manner. So from this itself, we can easy to find out which is a fraud journal, which is a correct journal. So that we have to ensure from the net sources itself. Yes. Now I'm talking about a lot of ICT tools in a different heads, but now I'm going to divide the ICT tools as well as the technological tools in here broadly three types. The pre-data analysis, because we are dividing the entire research work of our qualitative and quantitative data through headings. Which are the tools may helping for pre-data analysis? And parallelly, I may focusing that during the data analysis, which are the tools may helping you? And after the data analysis, which are the online tools may helping you, as well as the software which may help you. So in this way, I may divide into the entire research work into three spectrums: pre-data analysis, data analysis, as well as post-data analysis. In the case of the pre-data analysis, which are the applications or which are the software may helping to lead further? So even the application, the pre-data analysis, I'm dividing the pre-data analysis to three important domains. Literature search. For writing the second chapter, we must to use some of the reviews, some repeated journals we have to locate, and we have to read properly, and we have to keep the literature properly, and finally we have to write the meta result also. So meta search also in the case of the literacy search. Then after that, we have to go to the literature tracking. So literature tracking like Mendeley's data, it may helping, because even in your research, you may adopt nearly 3 or 4 variables. But once you combine all the research article in 100 pages, we may have a lot of confusion, which the variable is talking about the first variable, which is the review is talking about the second variable. Lot of confusions may arise because you are not track the reviews in a proper structure. So due to that, we have to use some kind of some good software like Mendeley Zotero. Automatically, it's divide. We can easily divide the nature of the work. So nature of the article, which is found from the internet sources, in a different headings. Like if you want to find the reviews related to the inclusive education, you can keep it in 10 articles. Suppose the 10 articles related to inclusive education, you can post all the 10 articles in a single folder in the Mendeley or Zotero. Similarly, if you are accessing the flipped classroom strategies, you can find nearly 20 articles in the web sources. That 20 articles, you can keep it in the folder of the flipped classroom in the Mendeley or Zotero. So like this, we can easily to track, and you don't need to be download those articles. Automatically, it's available. The entire things which is refer in the online, you can easily to locate from your Mendeley or Zotero even after 1 year, after 3 years also. So like this, we can easily to track all the research work which is already you are exposed or you already use for your research. We can track very easily with the use of this tool. And the third important aspects of the pre-data analysis is called data collections. So during the data collections, which are the tools, particularly in the qualitative research, you are using much interview techniques as well as the case studies and all. But during the case study as well as the interview, now the way to record the interview things and all through the audio capturing or a video capture. For this, we get depends on some of the online tools. That's also I'm focusing with my presentation. Now I move to the tools one by one. Please, if possible, kindly take a screenshot also. That it may be helping you. This much of tools for the literature search as first part of the pre-data analysis. Google Scholar, Microsoft Academia Research, ResearchGate, Academia, Semantic Scholar, Synapse, ERIC, Pubmed, DOAJ, Lens, Web of Knowledge. It's called Web of Science or Web of Knowledge. And this was the summer screenshot also I'm showing you. This is a Google Scholar view. This is called Microsoft Academia. But some of the people are familiar with the Google Scholar, but most of the people, they are not knowing the importance of the Microsoft Academia. This looks like a Google Scholar. Even some of the articles, you can find it from the Microsoft Academia only. So this same like a Google Scholar. This also you can use it, and regularly they are updating the research things from here. And the next is a ResearchGate. From this, we can easily collaborate some of the research area interest people, as well. You can find some of the expert from here, and you can upload your entire article which you published earlier. That also you can upload and keep it as a repository in this ResearchGate. Similarly, there is an academia.edu. This is also another platform to share your articles to anyone. And parallelly, you can read the article. Parallelly, you have to download the articles of others. That also possible through the academia. And the next is a Semantic Scholar. So it's also free, and also it's working with the AI, artificial intelligence base is working. So Power Research Tool of Scientific Literature. This is also another important tools to locate a proper reviews for the researcher. And the next tool is a Synapse. This is particularly it's meant for the academic search engines. Whenever you need to locate some kind of academic as well as the scientific things, we can easily to locate and see there is a terms also they are using. We are better than the Google Scholar, like that they are giving some kind of advertisement also. So it means that compared to the Google Scholar, this is a good score, good tool. Due to that only they use the terms. Otherwise, they could not criticize the some reputed platforms. No, see how they criticize, how they keep the terms like we are better than the Google Scholar. So if they're telling so proudly, it means that somewhat quality they have. So due to that only overconfidently they are highlighting this one. Next is the ERIC. So most of the people is already familiar with the ERIC, because the education-based journals we may get much in this particular website compared to the other tools. The ERIC, this is meant for the education, and you can find out the Indian articles, the foreign articles through this. And the next is a Pubmed. Pubmed, it's good in the case of the medical field. Even the education sector, suppose if you're doing some education research related to the special child, like mental retarder or deaf and dumb, but most of the time you cannot find the article related to this area in other sites. But this particular sites, you may locate lot of that kind of medical education based or some kind of special education based articles, you can easily to locate from this particular websites that called pubmed.gov. Next is a DOAG. So here you can find out the plenty of Indian journals, Indian articles also. This is the expansion called Directory of Open Access Journal, and all the articles you can find freely, and you can use it for your further reading purpose also. For even if you want to use it for the reference also, you can use it because it's an open access journal. You can find all the open access journal from this, and most of the time we may get it the Indian authors also. And the next is the lens.org, another platform solving the problem and problem solving. They use the terms like this, but here we can easily to locate the journal, even the conference name, publication types, everything we can access. Suppose you like to find only the open access, click the open access, and then you can locate this any articles from here. That's called lens.org. Next, I hope you're already familiar with Web of Science and all, but the problem with Web of Science, we need an institution mail ID because those are working the center university, otherwise those are already having the accounts of the institution mail ID. They have, if they subscribe in the Web of Science as Scopus, they may access it, but only the things they have need a institution mail ID. So that's only the limitations for them, but the normal user, they cannot use it. And the other famous database of the research article, AMS, Annual Reviews, EBSCO, Indian Citation Index, Indian Journal, and JS, TOR, PsycInfo, Springer Link, then Procost, Academia Search Premier, this much of there. Okay, here I'm listed only the famous database. So once you use this much of database, damn sure you may get more than what you expected, the article which you need for your research work, you may get that much. Because everything, some of the things are open access, some of the things partially you may get it. If you need to read the entire article, you can go for paid. But I'm always recommend to go with the open access journal. And particularly, I am focusing the Paperty. There is a tool name is called Paperty. This an applications may helping for the may helping to the Android users also, because this is a mobile apps based application, parallel web tools also. Those who are using a mobile, you can go to the Android, Google Play Store. If you are using iOS, also go to the Play Store and type as a Paperty and install this application because it's totally free. And good advantage of this tool, you can find the entire open access journal, and you can read the entire articles in your mobile phone itself. Generally, most of the journals we can access through the browser only, but this is a particular website. It giving the searching the any information through the apps itself. So those who are using much mobile phone, I recommend to go with a Paperty as a mobile application. And just I'm going to demonstrate some of the tools in a direct demonstration base, because some people still they're having the confusion about how to use the Google Scholar. So this is my Google Scholar page. So Google Scholar page, and good advantage of the Google Scholar. What is the advantage? You don't need to create a new account in this. So if you are already having the Gmail account, you can open your account. You can open the Google Scholar directly from this account itself. Now this is my Google Scholar. So this is the interface of the Google Scholar, right? So I hope you are familiar with this. Suppose you like to see my profile, I can click the my profile. From this, we can easily to find out the my citation, H index, I10 index, because generally in the education sectors, most of the people is having only limited citation as the H index compared to the science background people. Okay, so here you can see my H index, my citations, everything is visible here. And I'm added already more than 100 articles which I published, even the conference, everything I upload. Then only it may showing the entire citation references and all. Suppose as a researcher, you want to search any article from the Google Scholar, what you have to do? I'm going to the Google Scholar home page. So just I'm going to do the demonstration, how to search the research article through the Google Scholar. This is normally the people know, but I'm going to talk about the advanced search options. Suppose I like to find the article related to the flipped classroom, like the qualitative, so qualitative based, qualitative study I want to find. So just I put the qualitative study. So I'm typing the key terms and put the search. So once you click this search, I can find out all the article which is related to the qualitative research work of the flipped classroom. Now you can see this much of qualitative research article related to flipped classroom I able to find. And see, there is a Springer journal, this is called Semantic Scholar, Springer. So a lot of things are available in the Springer. And some of the things is available in the academia.edu also. Then next is a ResearchGate. So everything you can find out from here. And all the articles are PDF version. Only the first article is a HTML version. Suppose I like to download this one, I can click here, or you can click here. From this, you can download the PDF. That is one way. But now the problem for me, see, there is a 2017, this article. This also 2017. This also 2015, 2018, every years. But I like to find the article exactly 2021. How we can locate? For this, we have to go to the advanced search because most of the people are not aware of it, how to go to the advanced search. If you go with the 3 lines in the above, you can find the advanced search. Once you click the advanced search, it's asking the with all the words. If you want to find the words in the exact place, suppose I like to go with flipped. So this particular word only I want to find. You can type here and with at least one of the word. So if you like to put, I put the word flipped class, okay, flipped class, and here I put the exact word. I put as a flipped only. So it's not compulsory. If you need to find specified some word, automatically it may find the results. The result is showing only that particular area. Suppose you don't use the word without the words, but I don't like the word as a political based the things. It won't be incorporating the qualitative research. That's why I'm avoiding the word political. Then I like to find the article only the 2020 only. So what I'm going to do, I'm typing as a 2020 in the written article data up to 2020, otherwise up to 2021. So I like to find the article 2020 to 2021. So I'm typing here. This is called advanced search. After filling all the things, go to the search. Now you can see I can find out the articles 2020, this also 2020, this also 2020, 2020, 2020. So in this manner, we have to search the important documents or the important research article from the Google Scholar. So now I hope you understood how to go for the advanced search in the case of the Google Scholar. And see other features also. If you go with here, you can find out the setting options. Here, what you have to do in the settings, you can go for the button. So this much may helping you a lot. So there is a button option here. What is the advantage? So instead of going for each time as a Google Scholar, if you are install the small button, automatically the button may visible here. Please kindly see my screen. So here in the search, so normally we are searching the what is that? The web URL we are typing here only. So the parallel you are seeing all the add-in software. There, one of these add-in software, the button is called Google Scholar button. What is the advantage? Instead of searching the article directly from the Google Scholar, for reaching the Google Scholar, we can type as a Google Scholar or scholar.google. But instead of that, if you are installed this button, you can press here. You can go for any search from here. See, suppose I like to find the article related to the inclusive education. I'm typing here inclusive education. Automatically, the inclusive education based articles may be stored here. So therefore, for reducing to go to the Google and type the Google Scholar, this kind of work may reduce if you are installed this small button. So this button is available in the case of the Google Scholar. So all the research scholar, they have to be use small button because generally we may use much in the case of Google Scholar compared to the other way of searching. Therefore, my recommendation is always to go with this button. Suppose you forget to do how we can locate this button. Once I do the demonstration, the button where is available in the sense, go to the normal Google page. Just I'm going to So there is a Google search. You can go to the 3 lines. In the 3 lines, if you go there, you can find out the setting options. In the setting, you can find out the options called languages, library links, other options, account types, and button. There you have to install it. Okay. So click that button and automatically go for the extension. Suppose you are not looking at this particular things, no problem. Go to the Google. If you go to the normal Google, you can type as a Google Scholar button installation. Google Scholar button extension, Chrome extension. Like this, you can type here, Chrome extension. If you type in the Google itself, you can go to the first one, Google Scholar button. Once you go here, you can easy to find this page, this called interface. There you have to install it. I'm already installed. That's why you are finding the option called remove from Google. Suppose you are the first time user, it's showing to be install it. So after installation, automatically this button is available. So the main advantage of this button, we can search the any research article directly from here instead of going to the any tab and find this article. I hope you understood why we have to use this button, because general cases we are much using the Google Scholar only for particularly for finding the research articles and all. So instead of going with normal search way, you can directly go to this button. Suppose now I'm close this Google Scholar. Please see here, I'm close my normal Google Scholar. I'm going to search the article from here. I'm typing as a flipped classroom once again. Flipped classroom. So once I enter it, automatically all the article which I found it, which I intend to search, it may be listed here. Then suppose I like to open this entire page in the full screen. What I'm going to do, there is a options called open results in a new tab. Once I open here, there is a new tab might come. So the entire full screen, it may comes here. Then after that, you can go for the any search. And suppose I'm going for small search in the year, advanced search in the year 2020. Just I'm going to highlight the other features also. If you are using the Google Scholar in a perfect manner, you can easily finish your reviews work, because that is called the proper way to use the Google Scholar. If you knows how to use the 100% functions of the Google Scholar, you can write the article without any plagiarism, as well as the without any kind of issues. You can use it to finish the second chapter. Now see, I searched the information related to flipped classroom in the year 2020 only. This much of articles view. Suppose I want to quote this article in somewhere. I want to use this article as a reference also. So for writing the references, we can depends on the APA. But for APA, if you know the full stop comma where it comes, then only you can write the APA reference. But here there is a small option. Please kindly see. Suppose you like to quote this article as well as you want to refer this article. If you click this, there is a small quoted option. You can find out all the format reference. This is called MLA reference. This is called AP reference. This is called Chicago reference. This is called the Harvard. This is for the Vancouver. So there is no need to be convert the reference as you like. So automatically it's showing the APA reference style, APA, MLA, and Chicago manual. Suppose you want to copy the APA, copy this and paste it in your Word file. And the good things about, if you're copying and pasting this kind of references, while going for the plagiarism checking, it won't be recognized as a plagiarism, because it is the proper APA format, and you are not texting, you are not typing here, you are copying and pasting in the particular Google Scholar based. Therefore, it automatically, when you go for the plagiarism checking, during the software may remove this kind of the proper format things. It won't be recognized as a plagiarism. So in this manner, we have to check exact plagiarisms of your particular the file which you send for the plagiarism checking. And if you convert it in bibtext file, bibliography, then EndNote and refman, so a lot of formats are available. Kindly explore it. Similarly, if you like to go with this article reference, once again go to here. So once I go here, you can find out the same MLA format, APA, Chicago, as well as the Harvard and Vancouver format. Suppose I want to locate the file, flip the classroom in English language teaching in a systematic review. So I want to find the file the same like this. So because I like to find the article related to the English language of the flipped classroom. But here, see, all other articles not related to that. What you have to do, if you find that there is a cited by 77 people, so it means that nearly 77 articles related to this particular area. Therefore, once you click here, you can find out that other 77 articles related to this area here. So this is where we have to link with. Suppose you are finding one article, that article based you want to explore the remaining article which is related to that. Once you click this, the citations, so it shows that nearly 77 people are cited that particular article. It means that other article, the 77 articles look like the same, or they quoted somewhere. So like this, we can easy to locate some of the link articles related to the research variable. And the next important features in the Google Scholar, some people are already familiar, that is called Jotaro. See, this is my Jotaro. I'm already downloaded the Jotaro from the web sources. So those who are not familiar with Jotaro, I'm recommending to see this my screen. You can go to this Jotaro or a Mendeley. You can use a Mendeley also. So I'm going to Jotaro. you can click the your personal research assistant. There you have to install two software. Once you click the download options, you can find out the two software. One is called MacBook, because I'm using the Mac OS. If you're using the Windows, it shows the Windows. So you have to install the Windows version as well as the install Chrome connector. You have to install both. What is the advantage? Because if you are using the Zotero 50.0, the Mac version only, it's like a software base. Now this is a software. You can see this is my Zotero software. Whenever I'm doing the research, this for tracking, I already mentioned, no, for doing the tracking also it may helping us. So here a lot of tracking, e-learning, flipped classroom, mobile learning, my publications, online examination. Like that, I'm creating different folder. This for track. So I'm going to keep different articles. So whenever I'm referring any article which is related to some specific area, I can keep this article in this particular folder itself, because we can easy to track in the future. So due to that, I'm creating different headings. So for creating new folder, you can go here, new collection or new folder, you can create from here. So this is software based. But what I'm going to do, I'm minimizing the software. Parallelly, I'm using this one, install a Chrome connector. What is the advantage of this Chrome connector? Just I'm doing the demonstration now. This is my Google Classroom. Sorry, this is not Google Classroom. This is my Google Scholar. Sorry, this is my Google Scholar. In the Google Scholar, I locate this much of article related to flipped classroom. See, this much of flipped classroom article. I want to keep all the article in the folder of my Zotero. So generally what you have to do, you have to copy and paste it in the Zotero. But instead of that, I am already keeping the add-on. Please kindly see, this is my extension. I am already keeping there is an extension called Zotero connector. This extension I already installed it. Therefore, in the Chrome itself, that extension is my showing here. This is my extension. Suppose I like to download this PDF file. I'm clicking here. Once I click this file, automatically the Zotero icon, no, it may convert as a PDF or the HTML file, because the HTML file is showing as HTML. See, this is my Zotero. I can see there is a small arrow mark, and near to this, there is a Zotero, save Zotero, you are seeing here. Suppose I like to save this particular article in my folder of Zotero. What I'm going to do, if I click here, it shows my Zotero. It's open the Zotero. It means that I'm opening my Zotero application directly from the browser instead of opening the tool. So here I'm going to find the file name, so folder name. So if I click here, you can see the other folders which I'm already created. There, this is a file related to flipped classroom. Therefore, I'm selecting the flipped classroom and done. So what it means, this file, the computer assisted language learning, the author is Zainab Tarun. Okay. So this article, I'm going to keep it my flipped classroom folder. Done. So automatically this file is available in my Zotero. If I go to my Zotero, you can see. So now in the Zotero, recently I added the tool. See, this called Turan Akno, flipped classroom English language teaching. There is a blue color now. These are the things which I am added now. That it will be accessible through the Zotero software directly. So in this manner, we can easy to track the file from browser itself to your Zotero. So why I'm showing in the sense for particularly for writing is a meta-analysis in the review chapter, we must know how many articles you refer, and see the Zotero itself. You can see the reviews on the right side. So this is a button, the information, all the information you can find from here. Suppose if I click here, you can see these other articles. So for each article, description is showing here. Okay, so everything we can visible from here. So if you, that's called we may use it called meta informations. This information we can find from direct from the Zotero itself. But instead of using a Zotero as a software, I recommend to go with a Zotero as a extension, because we can easy to connect with this directly from the Zotero app. Similarly, I'm moving to the other one. See, just I'm going back to the this one. So here I like to add all the 10 articles. There is a 10 article. For example, there is a 10 article related to flipped classroom. I want to add all the 10 articles directly to my Zotero. Instead of adding one by one, what I'm going to do, after opening this page, go to this option. Please kindly see this Zotero. This is Zotero. Save Zotero. You are seeing this Zotero as a Google Scholar. Now, why is showing as a folder? Because I'm going to copy nearly 10 files into my Zotero of the flipped classroom. So therefore, it's showing as a save page. If I click here, automatically it shows that all the articles heading. See, the first article, popularity effect. Second article, flipped classroom. Suppose you like to add nearly 10 articles, nearly 5 articles. from this, the entire page. After selecting here, go to the OK button. Then it shows the where you have to save this file. So in the Zotero, where you want to save into the different folder. Suppose I like to save in my collection. So now I'm going to save in my collection, for example. After selecting my collection, click done. So once you click done, if you go back to a Zotero, because I'm using the Zotero here, this is my collection. Now see, there is a 6 article just I added. All the 6 articles or 5 articles may show here. So like this, we can easily to track the entire file from the browser itself. So it may reduce a lot of headache from the case of the researcher side. So hopefully this kind of things may helping to lead further to do the proper review of literature work from the side of the research scholar side. And see, 1 minute. So in this case, just I'm moving to the other tool. This is another tool is called Academia. Please kindly see this tool. This is academia.edu. But here the good advantage, you can create an account by your own mail ID. So you don't need to create a separate account, or you don't need for institution mail ID. Here you can create your own account. And the advantage here, see in the advantage, just I'm clicking the view profile. If I click the view profile, you can see the entire article which I published from my end. Now you can see. So nearly I uploaded this much of articles, 73 papers I uploaded, 5 books I uploaded as a hard copy. And in the case of education background people like us, we are not getting much H index or I10 index or any citation. Why in the sense? Because previous days, 5 years before, we published the article, more number of articles in a hard copy based journals. It's not a online. So how the citation may come in this? If the articles in online, then only we may get the citation, because the people having the choice to refer the article of our article from the web sources, the final read, they give some kind of citation. So, but why you are not getting this? Because our article, it's not available in the online, because everything is a hard copy only is with us. What you have to do, you have to scan with your mobile phone, or you can scan with your article, you can scan at any tools base or any device base. After this, you can upload all the articles in the this platform. See, I'm uploading 73 articles. After that only I got some of the citation, because most of my publications are hard copy. It's not a soft copy based. So what I did, even the university news, I published more than 7 articles. See, I'm showing the university news, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 articles I published in the university news itself. But the problem, university knows it's not an online. Okay, now only they're moving to this some publication online. But most of the things we cannot find from the online university news. So what I did, I upload all my article after scanning into my portal. See, here after uploading here. So here, this is the things I'm already uploaded. So you can see my entire article. Even if you need to be downloaded, you can be able to download from directly from here. This is my article. It's published in the 2019, the university news. Now you can see. So if you post it like this, the good things about this kind of way to project our publications, we may get a lot of citations. See, my paper, this paper is reviewed by the 10 people. This paper is watched by the 5 members. This paper watched by the 9 viewers. This paper watched by the 8 views. So like this, we can easily to locate how many people are watching this particular article. So this is an article is read by the 14 views. This is 9 views. And this is an article, blended learning is nearly 34 people are viewed. So like this, we can easy to find. And suppose if you publish one article in hard copy, you can upload it. Then only you may get the citation, and it may helping to the other researcher also. So don't hide your research work, because that research work, it may helping to others, because it's the research is like a social oriented. Your research contribution should be reach the society. So what you have to do, you have to be after publication, you can upload this kind of things. But finally, we have to check the copyright. Suppose you are sending the article some kind of copyright based journal, don't be uploaded. With the concern only we have to upload. So here there is no copyrights, because this is my journal and I upload my domain in my portal only. And see here if you click the mention, like in the Google Scholar, we are seeing the citation. No, the same manner here the mention is called citation. So nearly 21 papers, it's mentioned by my name. So it means that 21 people are mentioned my name. It's nothing but citations. You can see who is mentioning. Patanjali Mishra, he's mentioning my article. Then Divya Roshnin, he's mentioning my article. Like this, we can easy to find who is mentioned, who is cited our article. Everything we can easy to locate. This is like AA based. It's automatically working with AA. it suggests that automatically suggests that these are the people they are using your article and they cited you. Automatically we can see fine here. And altogether there is a 50 citations. See, there is a 50 citations. Then high confidence 21. This is for me is 42. This is not me 42 like this. It gives some kind of analytics report also. If you want to know about your readers, that's a collaboration. Suppose you want to collaborate some other people's related to a research area, you can click the readers. You can see these people. See, this is a articles read by the Ira Packer. It is not from India. This is an article of mine is read by the Madhavidi Talur. This is an article read by the Ninami basis. So most of the people are foreign. Suppose you want to connect with them, you can click them, you can check their profile. Suppose I want to connect the Imran Shah, I can connect with him. So I can see his publication. Unfortunately, he didn't put anything because he did not publish anything. I think he may be a research scholar. So we can easy to collaborate the peoples and we can send the some request mail. Suppose I like to find some of the good article from the site. You want to use their tool just to send the mail, because we have to easy to locate their Facebook and their other things. Even we can send the message. You can connect the people directly. Suppose you like to send the message to him, you can send the message to him directly from here. So like this, we can connect some of the expert or even the research area people in a very easy manner. So this is a great tool to connect the people, and parallelly we have to find the lot of research article in your research area. And that course is mentioned analytics. Similarly, I'm using the paid version. Even it's available paid version and free versions, but I'm using the paid version of this tool. Nearly 1,500 only per year I'm using, but I'm not recommending to you. Even the paid version, all the features are available except some of the feature, because you cannot find out the mentions, you cannot find the citation who did. That's only you cannot find it in the free version. But all other options you can be able to see, you can do like add your articles and other things we can see from here. Only the mentioned things you cannot find it. And parallelly, they provide some kind of web link also. Whenever you posted anything, no, automatically they given some kind of website. Automatically it's converting your the entire thing which you posted, it converts the website also. So suppose I go with my profile, you can see my website. Automatically it gives some website. It gives us some website also. Sorry, I'm going to the discussion library, account setting. Yeah. So in the account setting, if you go for paid version, they're given some website address. See, this is my website address. Automatically they're given some profile address. Okay. From this, the people may access us. So if we go with the personal website, you can see my personal website. This is my personal website. So if I copy and paste and if I share to other people, they can watch my entire website also. So in this manner, we can see the personal website. Suppose if I click here, you can see, if you want to upload the new things, you can click here and upload any other things. So even you can create your own website of the research purpose from your end, you can do it. The similar way, I'm moving to the ResearchGate. The same way, the ResearchGate also is available. This is a ResearchGate. See, the ResearchGate, that icon is RG. Here I'm connecting with my own account only. If I go to my your profile, the same, like if you're using the academia.edu or ResearchGate, this will click the same only. But if you're using both, it's good, because some people are referring only ResearchGate, some people are using only the academia. So better you can keep the account both and you can upload your article. Then only you may get the plenty of things. And see, this is my overview. We have to upload this, we have to give some kind of description like about you and which language, and you can highlight your skill and expertise. Because once you give the skill and expertise from your end, same nature who are the other people, they also see this much of people are following. And it's this is my co-authors. This is my co-authors. So here it's suggesting the people, those who are related to our research area, that are suggesting, we can connect with them. And here, if I click the research, you can see the entire article of mine. This is my entire article, which is I already uploaded here. Even the article, full text, all the articles are full text one. If you visit my website, you're also able to download. Suppose I like to share this one, I can share this is my URL ID. Suppose I'm copying this one, I'm pasting this the ID to in our YouTube also. So what I'm going to do, 1 minute, and I'm going to share this because sometimes you can understand how it will be functioning. I'm just giving the comments in the YouTube directly. Okay, so please, I request the coordinator. I put in the chat box. So in the private chat, I request the Saidali to paste in the comments, because for accessing it's some difficulty in my end. the comment box. Just I'm going back here. Yes, I'm on to my browser. 1 second. Yes. So I hope now he may send the link to you. Kindly verify the material which I posted. So even the peoples, those who want to connect with me with that link, like each one having separate profile, the peoples, they may connect with the profile directly from here. So this is, yeah, this is a profile. You can see the other things also. Mathematics, creativity, achievement, this much of article uploaded. Similarly, you want to see the other things like experiences, stats, scores, and save lists, everything it goes. So all the research scholars should have this kind of account. Then only you can understand how you can enrich your research work, because generally we are working with an isolated manner. What we are doing, that only we are thinking is correct, but it's not at all correct. In the case of the research, we have to collaborate with a lot of people. Then only it may helping to lead further. Yeah. So now I hope my screen is visible. Please kindly see. So now I'm coming back to the other tools which I'm focusing now. I'm coming back to my PPT. Yes. I think the YouTube, my screen is not visible. Kindly check the YouTube, the host. Only my view is visible. Yes, thank you. So in the case of the Stanford libraries, this is another tool I'm focusing here. So now we are talking about some of the repositories to find the articles from them. And currently I'm moving to some of the thesis or dissertation database tools. Here, what is the advantage? Generally, we are always referring the South Ganga only. The problem with South Ganga, we are referring the Indian thesis and we are copying the same methodology, same analysis, and we are posting once again the same repository of the South Ganga. Therefore, some repetition happened in the case of methodology as well as the data analysis. Therefore, my recommendation, always visit the foreign university web portal, and they are giving us a open access only, open access. So for the demo purpose, I'm showing only 1 or 2 link here. So even this PPT you need, I will share this link at the end of my presentation. So MIT thesis, if I click the MIT thesis, you can find out all the subjects. It's not meant for only for education. So you can find the biological science, comparative media, arts and science, chemical. So which discipline you are blanks to, you can select it. Suppose I like to go with the humanities, I can go with the internet humanities. If I go with the humanities, you can find the plenty of thesis related to the humanities. There, if I like to download, I can download the entire article totally. So it's not article, it's the entire thesis totally. See, you can download. So this is like 1.533 MB. So like this, we can download all the dissertation work which is made by the MIT, which is done by the MIT students. From our end, we can download. And I'm always recommend to visit the foreign university website and check their medium of the modes of the thesis reporting and the structure of the research reporting, as well as the methodology, how they're using. So like this, we can modify the normal way. We are always going some kind of construction way of methodology, because we are referring always to South Ganga or Indian standard reviews journals only. Better to visit some of the foreign website universities, and there we have to locate some of the thesis. That base we have to do the research. Similarly, I'm going to Stanford University. So here, the Stanford University, the entire thesis, it's available here. Even the education thesis, it may available both article, database, e-journal, digital laboratory, online. So suppose you like to go with any thesis related to the flipped classroom, I am typing as a flipped classroom here. Once I go and search the Stanford University, it's showing sometimes some university asking the credentials, some university they won't ask the credential. Now see, this much of journal as well as the entire dissertation reports are available. Now see this much of research. Suppose I like to download this full text, I can click here the full text. It automatically leads the full text from Erika or full text from where you want to get. So it may showing here. So from this you can download it. So next is here Ecuador libraries and FAS library, EBSCO open access, ETHUS EA access, ENSW open access. Then finally you can go with South Ganga. So now I hope you understood the different platform, which are the platform may helping to find the thesis and dissertation. The previous things it may helping to only for the articles, research article only, like the famous database which I'm listed here. But this is a specific platform. We have to find the dissertation and thesis. The same portal I'm showing you, the portal template is called MITT. This is for Stanford libraries. This is for university libraries, University of Colorado Boulder, this university. This is called Digital Access Scholarship at Harvard. This is called EBSCO Open Dissertation. Here you can find it the Open Access Dissertation also. Ethos ETH is online service they're providing. Then this is another university app located at the Sydney ENSW University. And Open Access Thesis and Dissertations. That's called oatd.org. So on this you can download it. Then finally we can know the South Ganga. So we are always using the South Ganga also. That also you can use it. And now I move to the literature tracking. Still now we are talking about the pre-data analysis. There I emphasize a lot of tools. So now the next level of the pre-data analysis, how to do the tracking the research. For this, I'm already demonstrated some other tools like Zotero, Mendeley. Mendeley is look like a Zotero only. Therefore, I'm skipping this process. Mendeley, Zotero, EndNote, and EasyBuy. Okay, these are the tools may helping you. Just I'm showing the template of the Mendeley. This is a Mendeley. So you have to go to the mendeley.com and install this software, and you can create an account. And similarly, you can go with the Zotero, because the Mendeley and Zotero is a free one. Other tools are a paid one, like a Clarivate. The EndNote is run by the Clarivate, and EasyBuy is a paid one. So if you need to access, you have to go for the paid. Only the limited access only free. So therefore, my recommendation always go with the Zotero or a Mendeley, because total is free. And now I move to the data collection tools. It may helping for the pre-data analysis. So I'm dividing the pre-data analysis as a data collections. We have a lot of techniques is already discussed in the last few sections. Therefore, I'm skipping because we have the limited time. I'm skipping the preliminary part of this one. What is interview and all. I'm moving to highlight which are the digital recorders may helping you, like face-to-face interviews, online interviews. So we are using the record audio or visual feedback. Okay. Particularly when you conduct the interview, how we can record this audio or the video. Here, these are the tools like a voice recognition software. This is Audacity is a free, and as a Google Docs is a free. Evernote is another application, so it's partially free. So from this we can record the people's voice directly, as well as the text also. If you want to take a text also, is possible in the case of the Google Docs as well as the Evernote. Similarly, the screenshot. So when you go for the taking any screenshot, particularly the WhatsApp screenshot or any Telegram screenshot, we depends on the lot of screen capturing tools. But we have to use some of the free open source software for capturing the video along with the screenshot also. For this, I hope you already know the names of FOIs, free open source software. So here, what I'm going to do, downloading full text. Yes, so in the case of the free screen recording, this much of free screen recordings are there, but I am strongly recommend go with OBS Studio, because the OBS Studio 100% free is available. But other tools like if you go with Loom or Iceberg or in a Screencast-O-Matic, the problem with we may get limited access. Even you may get some kind of watermark while preparing the video. Therefore, always go to the OBS Studio. It's a free open source software for recording the entire screen. Okay, if at time possible, I do the demonstration. Due to the time fact, I'm not able to do. But I have a lot of videos in my website. That website is a tutorial based that I will share at the end of my presentation. Similarly, if you like to go with paid based, suppose you are having some project, from this you have the money, I recommend to go with a paid based software also, particularly for video capturing, like iSpring Shoot, Camtasia, Filmora Screen, and Movie Screen Recorder, Flash Mask, and Screencast-O-Matic. But I am recommending strongly for the paid version Screencast-O-Matic, because it's very much user-friendly tool compared to the other tool. If you need to go for payment, you can go with this. Similarly, suppose you are using the free recording tool, automatically the free recording tools not having the editing option. Only the recording only we have to use this one, particularly OBS Studio. If you need to go with editing, we can go with this tool that is called OpenShot Editor. It's a total free software, OpenShot Editor, and otherwise you can go with the VideoPad or Shortcut. These are three tools are free. Other tools you have to go with the paid only, like a Blender, Movie Maker, and iMovie. Magisto is a paid software. So you can use, even I put the free, because the Blender and Movie Maker is not totally free. It's partially only the free, but the OpenShot totally free. So I recommend to go with the free OpenShot software. And similarly, if you want to discuss something to your interviewer or you want to interact with them, you want to check the impact of the anything, you can ask the question directly from the WhatsApp group or Telegram, anywhere. From this also we may get the lot of good things. Suppose we want to connect some of the subject experts. A lot of social media may helping us a lot. One is called WhatsApp, Facebook, LinkedIn, as well as the Telegram, as well as the YouTube. Sir, kindly recommend the recording tool for iPad. That's a question to the Vinta Chaudhary. So that tool I'm using the iOS only, iPad only. So in the case of mobile phone, you can go with there is a to Z screen recorder or DU recorder or in a KineMaster. So if you are using a mobile based, suppose you are using the iOS, I'm strongly going with the page software as a screen customatic, because I'm using screen customatic only. From this only I'm recording the thing. Even the OBS Studio, we can use it for the capturing the entire thing, but it's a free. OBS Studio is totally free, but in the case of the screen customatic, partially free. If you go for the paid version, is good. And similarly, I'm going to talk about the open education resources that's called Creative Commons license based. So here the Creative Commons, whenever you are making some kind of documentation as part of your research, the qualitative research, we must locate the proper Creative Commons resources. So that's why I told the iOS, I'm using the iOS laptop only now. For this, I'm using the Screencast-O-Matic as a software for the screen recording. Suppose I'm showing it, that software which I'm using for my recording. Please kindly see my screen. This is my screen. Here the Screencast-O-Matic I am using regularly for recording. If you open it, you can see. Suppose I like to record this capturing. If you open my screen recording, this is a screen capturing. It's opening now. Now this is a Screencast-O-Matic, the tool. I'm already recorded. See this much of videos. Suppose I want to record, I can click the record option here. Once I click the record, it shows this is called recording. Okay, this is a small action button. It comes to the down. In the action button, suppose you like to capture both the camera. Now you can see this my camera also is visible now. The camera. Suppose I like to go with only webcam. You can open only webcam. This is my webcam. Suppose you want to give the lecture only the webcam based. You can select the webcam. But you like to capture both the webcam as well as the video. You can select this. And after this, you want to capture anything, you can go for recording, and you can go for full screen and do for recording. And one more good things we can do for editing also. Suppose I'm going to recording for 2 minutes for the demo purpose. See, I'm recording here. I'm still the recording. Once I start the recording, there is a countdown 3, 2, 1. The countdown started. So I'm giving the presentations in a full screen. So in the full screen. So today I'm talking about open education resources. The OER represent is free and openly licensed education material that can be used for teaching, learning, research, and other purpose. Like that, you can give the lectures. Okay. So suppose I like to stop this, you can stop here and go for the done. So like this, you can go for the record, capture the screen. So after this, go with edit. Suppose we want to edit. So here, see, a lot of editing options also available because I'm using the free paid software. If you go to the tools, you can go with any fees. Suppose you want to cut the video, you want to copy any other video, if you want to hide anything, if you want to insert anything, if you want to narrate in between the other voice, if you want to give the other narrations, if you want to give some other overlays, if you want to give the replays one video to other videos, if you want to give the sound, you can go with this. If you want to increase the speed of your video, if you want to give the transition, so all the features are available, even the volume. So this much is available, you can use it. So similarly, there is another tool, and I'm closing that one. There's another tool is called OBS Studio. It's totally free. So previous tool is a paid one. The Screencast-O-Matic, I'm using a paid one. For the free users, what you have to do, you can go to the OBS. This is an OBS tool. I'm using both because sometimes the OBS Studio, it's not that much of user friendly. See, because it's asking I'm giving this version. Now you can see. So this is my OBS Studio. This is my OBS Studio, and you are seeing the OBS Studio. It's capturing my video. It's capturing my video now. Similarly, I like to capturing the other things. Suppose I like to capturing the entire screen. I can go to the display capture. I'm going to display capture, and I'm giving the display capture. Okay. See, now the display capture. Suppose I like to capture only the PowerPoint. I'm closing this one. Once I want to close, what is it? Connect only the, sorry, I'm closing this one. So for the right click, and we can remove this. That's also is available here. So it's very user friendly tool only. So I'm deleting this also. remove it. Okay. Suppose first I like to connect my camera. So what I'm going to do, I'm plus here, I'm going to connect my camera with Windows capture, sorry, video capture. So there I'm going to click OK. There it's showing the which camera you want to select, FaceTime. So my camera I detected and click OK. So like this, you can add your camera. Suppose you like to keep your camera whole, you can keep the camera whole, right? Similarly, you like to add the the entire, what is this, the entire screen or the PPT screen. So I'm already have opened the PPT screen. So for this, I'm going to go with Windows capture. In this window capture, I'm going to select the PowerPoint as a presentation here. So here, a lot of things are open, but I'm going to select only the this one, this PPT. Now, so not this, not a PPT. This is another file. So where is the PPT StreamYard Microsoft PowerPoint? Yes. Now this is a PPT. So now I'm selecting this PPT and click OK. So after clicking OK, my PPT is visible. My PPT is visible. If you want to minimize it, I can minimize it. Right. So apparently, I like to keep this video in the above. I can keep it. I can keep this video little. So wherever you want to keep this video, you can keep this video. After this, go for recording. This for the start recording. Start recording, because I having a lot of video tutorial I will share you, because once I demonstrate, I cannot cover the entire thing. Really sorry for this, because this is for teaching the OBS Studio. It takes nearly 1.5 hours, because that much of features are available and totally free. That is the main advantage of the OBS Studio. Even if you go for the YouTube live streaming, now they are using this StreamYard as a live streaming tool. Similarly, if you conduct the meeting in the Zoom or a WebEx or in a Microsoft, in a Google Meet, we can go with this kind of this kind of YouTube live or Facebook live with the use of this tool through the start streaming options. So just I'm closing this one. I'm moving to the tool. So next things, how we can prepare the documents, or which are the documents we can use for the destination purpose. Further, we have to locate this kind of Creative Commons license based resources only. So what is the resources talking? What is the exact OER? So OER represent is a free as well as the legal rights based. We can use the reuse, revise, and remix, and redistribute and retain. There is a 5 R's. It's much important. Reuse means you can reuse these materials at any time, at n number of times. Revise means you have the rights to edit your article, edit the content which you have. Suppose I'm sharing this PowerPoint to you, because I'm already using the Creative Commons license only, but you have the rights to use my PPT, as well as you have to re-edit my studio. So Rani Krishnan, whether the OBS Studio is possible for mobile, she's asking question, but it's not possible, madam, because the OBS Studio, it's only the partial is available in the case of mobile phone, because a lot of features are available. That's why I'm giving the alternative software like a KineMaster. KineMaster is totally free in the case of mobile phone, and even the partially, if you paid version also available. Then otherwise you can go to the ATS screen recorder. Otherwise go to the DU screen recorder. So a lot of mobile phone based applications also available. Just to go to your what is that, Android mobile phone, and type the browsers. Sorry, go to your what is that, Google Play Store, and type which is a video caption device. So tool automatically it will install a lot of this. From this you can always install in the applications more than 4 points scale. Always I'm recommending that one only. So in the case of, suppose I'm sharing this material, what are the provision you have in the sense? You have to reuse my PPT. It means that you can use my PPT for any other purpose. Even you can use for your presentation also. You have rights to revise my content. You can edit my content. You can delete my content. You can remix. Suppose you have the other materials related to this, you have to add your PPT also in between. And you have the rights to redistribute to the others also. That's also possible. And finally, we have to retain. You can keep the materials up to your life last breath, okay, or from a law, that is your wish only. So you have to retain at any law. So that is the way the legal rights to be given for the OER based. So this is some of the OER images. I hope some people are already familiar with the OER, because for explaining OER also it takes much hours, because we have the limited times only. I'm moving to directly the license. So in the case of the Creative Commons license, there is a 4 elements. With the 4 elements, there is a 6 license. What is the 4 elements? One is called attributions. So whenever, suppose I'm adding my, so any PowerPoint which I'm sharing, no, it's having some kind of Creative Commons license only, because anyone can use it. So in the case of the attributions, if you're finding the option BY, because automatically the BY may comes, you can give the acknowledgement. Suppose you are using my PPT, while you are presenting, you can give the finally as a small acknowledgement. So this PPT is made by him. So thanks for it. Like that, you can give small acknowledgements. So whenever you're using me PPT, that is called BY. Then suppose if you're using this symbol, the second symbol, that is called no commercial use. But you have the rights to use, but you could not use my material. From this material, you could not be earn the money. That is not at all possible if I use this particular icon. Suppose I'm using this equal symbol, you don't have rights to modify my content. So it means that you don't have rights to edit my content. You have the rights to use my content, but you could not modify my content. So that is called equal symbol. Then in the case of share alike, so share alike means even you have the rights to edit, you have to modify it, anything you can do. Only the things finally you want to share to anyone, it's called redistribute to anyone. We can add the same icon, the same license, that you have to keep it. So based on the 4 elements, there is a 6 license order. So from the 6 license, which is a more freedom in the sense, the first one having the more freedom, that is called Creative Commons attribution license. So can you use suggest the best tool which is used for the researcher? Which ones are your favorite? So my favorite, all the tools are favorite only, but you can ask this specific Ruby writer in what context you are asking, because if you want to go with video recording or search the article or doing the calculations, like this you can specify in what aspect and what task you want to do and which is your favorite, then I would suggest the name, because the questions it's like a general. Can you specify in which area you need that I'm focusing, because all the tools may helping a lot in different aspects. And the data collection tools, I hope you're already familiar with Google Forms, Microsoft Forms, SurveyMonkey, Zoho Forms, Typeforms, like Cognitive. The first tool is totally free. Google Forms as well as the Microsoft Forms, you can use it. Searching research, okay. So Ruby writers, that questions from the searching research. So I'm strongly recommend to go with the Google Scholar, because you don't create a different account in this. You can use your normal Gmail account. From this, you can access all the things from the Google Scholar. Then parallelly, for increasing your citations, I recommend to go with the ResearchGate or the academia.edu. Because in the case of the Google Scholar, you could not be add your article directly as a hard copy. Only we have to add the title of our article as well as the journal details. You could not upload your the hard copy of soft copy of our article directly from here. Therefore, the researcher should have both account. This is Google Scholar for checking the citation, checking the H-index, H-index. Parallel, if you want to project your research work, you can go with the academia.edu. Otherwise, you can go with ResearchGate. So that you have to look on it. So these are the tools. Now I move to the second spectrums of my presentation, that is called applications of IT data analysis. Due to the time fact, I'm not emphasizing much. Only I'm going to give the names only. I request all to explore from area. Here, generally in the case of qualitative data analysis, we are thinking about quantity and quality. If you are adopting the mixed research, we can use the both. Here, I'm going to show the tools name, both for the free. Okay, so the tools name which I'm focusing here, both for the quality and quantity. Even for the doing the qualitative also, we need some kind of basic percentage analysis or frequency analysis needed. So without frequency analysis, we cannot finish the qualitative research. Even for qualitative research, if you need for doing some kind of percentage analysis, I'm strongly recommend to go with Jamovi. It is a free software. It is totally free. Even if you go with the higher order calculation also, it's possible. Up to the factor analysis also is possible. Then next is a JSP. There's another tool, JASP. Okay, this is also free software. It is meant for the qualitative as well as the quantitative, but in the quality, only it means supporting up to the frequency as well as the percentage calculation. Then free statistical software. Then SaltStat. These all softwares are free only. Then SOFA. This is called GNU operating terms, and statistical. Ruby writer was asking the data collection. So data collection I already specified. No, suppose you want to go with the survey method, you can go with survey based, like questionnaire based. You can go with the tools like Google Forms or Microsoft Forms. Suppose you need to go with interview or other techniques. If you want to record it, you can go with any kind of screen capturing tools. So data analysis, just I'm coming to the data analysis for the qualitative. So these are the things may helping for the quality, but most of the softwares in the qualitative, it's totally paid one only. The tools like Max QDA, it's given the 30 days free trial. Only 30 days we can access the free trial. After that, they remove some of the functions in it. It's similarly NVivo, Atlas fee. So everything's a paid one. Suppose you want to access some of the free software in some partial way, you want to do a qualitative, I'm recommending go with the CAT, that is called Coding Analysis Toolkit. It's a free. That is a link cathelp.textify.com. There you can download it. Otherwise, you can go to the Vector QDA. So that is called Qualitative Data Analysis. There also that link vector-qda.en up to down.com. So from this also you can access it. Sir, the Vinita Chaudhary and the question: can I upload the hard copies of my previous paper? Vinita Chaudhary, we cannot be upload the paper in the Google Scholar. Only we have to add the references things only. Suppose you are published nearly 60 articles, you have to give the descriptions of 60 articles, like the name of the article as well as the research, what is this, journal name, and issue number, volume number, ISB number. So this much only is possible. You cannot upload the article directly. That's why I told, if you want to upload the articles, you can use the ResearchGate or in here, academia.edu. The Google Scholar is only the platform only for accessing the research article. Finally, we can check the H-index. We cannot upload the article. Okay, so we can add our article description only through the Google Scholar. And this is next. I move to the last part of my presentation. Application. I will take 5 more minutes. Please. Application of ICT in the post data analysis. This is the post. I'm talking about the end after did the data analysis. What he had to do for this. The main things we have the. So which tools is more good in this thing? That's question. Is recommending go with NVivo or Atlas fee, but it's a paid one only. But there is a chance they given us nearly 30 days free trial. You can use the free trial, but after the free trial, you cannot access it. That is the issues there. So please kindly look onto the tools name. Application of ICT for post data analysis. Particularly after did the post data collections, we are going to write a dissertation report one. So during the dissertation report, we have much focusing on the end note or on we have to write the proper structure, proper EFA, because each comma, each table number, it's very much essential in the case of the referencing style. Because most of the science, even I'm telling that some of the science background people, while sending the dissertation for evaluation, most of the theses are most of the thesis declined by the foreign unions. So in the sense, the people is not properly checking the this one, what is the checking the references. They're not writing the proper reference. Due to the lot of science background people's dissertation works to be declined for the evaluation. So because we have to keep the proper flow of the proper reference format as well as the structure format. So for this we have to use the Mendeley Jotar or EndNote. Suppose you want to go for the dissertation discussion, because the end moment we have to write the discussions. So we won't get much idea about how to write the discussion. But if you are sharing your partial findings in the academia.edu or ResearchGate, those who are already connected with this particular area, no, they will give a lot of insights about how to enrich your work, and parallel give some kind of justification for this finding, these are reasons, or for this finding, this may be a reason. Like that, they may give some kind of input in this. So it may helping you a lot to write a discussion in your book chapter. Therefore, for before going for the discussion, writing the discussion, the resolution, kindly upload some of the research findings, partial findings. Don't put the entire finding, partial findings into the ResearchGate or the academia.eu. From this, you can activate the discussion things. Automatically, the people, they can be able to read the report which you posted. From this, they may give a lot of input for you. And the next moment, the last end, we can check the plagiarism. For the plagiarism, I am using the university account as here Urugunda. Now they change the name as here Urugunda. If you look onto the Urugunda, now the Urugunda is not there. They change the different name as a Urugunda. Even I just because still now the people are thinking that Urugunda is there. But if you type as a Urugunda, you can see the name what is coming here. Even the Urugunda is here plagiarism checker, but now the term is original. So they use the term as your original. So it's looking good, but it's not exact original. Now this is a term they're using as a Urugunda. But they're using the same platform, but the names they change as here original like this. Okay, so this is a way we are using because we have the university account. From this we are accessing the original. But parallelly, because I'm basically from mathematics, I'm not good at all in the case of the content writing, because in the case of mathematics students like us, we are crossing only few what is that one of the only few things are available in the case mathematics students. No, we are casting only few vocabulary like if and only if, hence of proof. Let us assume that. So therefore, we are not writing in a sequence and manner, particularly in the essay types. So always I'm recommending go with Grammarly. See, this is my Grammarly icon. I'm using the paid version. My own I'm using for my what is the research article writing and all. So per 3 months once I am 3,000 nearly it's coming. But the advantage here automatically suggests the grammar and vocabulary changing, and parallelly suggesting the plagiarism. So it shows the plagiarism. We can easily to change the plagiarism directly from the that report itself. So we can easily to check the plagiarism also. So I'm using the Google Chrome extension plagiarism as well as the Grammarly app directly as a software also I'm using. So in this manner, I am writing the article. So better when you go for the higher level, when you go for the scientist level in the education sector, better to use some kind of paid version, because that only it gives you the proper output in the case of the plagiarism or in the case of the grammar checking. So please kindly check the Grammarly and Turnitin. Turnitin is a paid, that's also very costly. And Dupli Checker is partially free, Dupli Checker, and Article Checker is a partially free. This is my web sources. If possible, I'm sharing this link also to all of you. Now I'm moving to the acknowledgement part. Then after that, I'm going for the discussion. So because I'm using the Creative Commons license on my presentation, therefore I have to give the acknowledgements. The first thing, I'm going to categorize the acknowledgement into two spectrums. For the missions, I want to give the thanks, parallelly the human-based. For the mission-based, I like to thank the sincere thanks to the ICT tools, particularly the tools which I'm focusing still. So I'm highlighting a lot of tools like the tools names I listed here. So I hope you are aware of it. Parallelly, thanks to me the PowerPoint presentation. From this one, I'm sharing my views to you. And thanks to the StreamYard, because the StreamYard only is connected me and connected with your YouTube. And parallelly live stream, YouTube live streaming also. I hope the live stream YouTube from this only all the participants are connected with each other. And parallelly, I'm going to share my things thanks to the human. So those are the people who are supporting this things. Thanks to the Army Institute of Educations, because I know the Said Pallavi, sorry, not Sai Pallavi, Said Allavi. So he's having the collaboration more number of years. So he given the chance for me. Thank you, Sai Allavi, to give the chance for me to share me related to the ICT. And thanks to the principal, Tanya Gupta ma'am, and other faculty members. Really sorry, I could not know the names of the people. So really sorry for that. And thanks to all the panel members of the group, the other panel of expertise. And thanks to all the participants. Even I am regularly watching the YouTube the last 5 days of the event. So gently, every day it goes more than 500. The participants, great move. So there is a question from, just I'm stop sharing and I'm coming back to the question session. So there is a question from the Umesh sir. In smartphone, which one is the good, sir? Screencast-O-Matic. Sir, the Screencast-O-Matic, it's not there in the case of the mobile phone. That's why I told you can go with that tool name is called KineMaster. Okay, so that is a better tool. KineMaster or the A to Z screen recorder that you can use it. Yeah, so any YouTube, yes, I'm having a lot of YouTube materials. So I like to share the entire URL ID. So from this you can find the lot of digital tools as well as the other things. I'm sharing this link in our YouTube also. 1 minute. So apparently, if others are having any doubts, you can ask me. So you can ask the question in the chat box, in the chat.
So there is one question in private chat also from Kavita ma'am. Kavita ma'am, you can ask that question directly.
Yes, sir. In the to upload that Google Scholar, that website to be listed, is a Google account in the name of the institute is required, or we can do it from our personal account?
Personal account is enough. Personal account is enough. But when you're creating an account, it also the institution made it. Kindly skip that process, man. but while sorting that, while going for the first part of the sign up process, no, the first time it asking the institution mail ID, that particular area, when it comes, you can skip this. There is an option called skip. You can skip that. So there is no need for the institution account in the case of the Google Scholar. It's a personal. Even I create my personal account only. So,
I think one more question regarding uploading the full article. Ma'am, one more question was there, na? Regarding
yes, sir. Whenever we upload the hard copy.
Yes, ma'am. Please kindly ask your question. Sorry. Yeah.
Yes, if whenever we upload, like that you shared that we can upload the hard copy. So if it is a part from a book, do we need to upload the entire book, or the relevant part in which our article is there and the details of the book? Like that, what we have to do?
Madam, only your article and the cover page of the books. For example, there is a journal consists of these 10 articles. Only one article is yours. What you have to do, the front page you have to scan first. Then after this, you can add the article which you publish. There's a 5 pages in your article. The first page is a cover page of the journal, and the remaining page is your article. From this, only the people connect, knowing what is the ISBN number, what is the volume number, issue number. You got clear? So due to that, we have to add the cover page also. So whenever you're scanning and uploading to the ResearchGate or into the academia.edu, you have to do the cover page as well as the things. And there is a question from the Rani questions. Best two for calculate T and chi-square. So the T and chi-square, the people are always using the SPS, but SPS is a paid one. Therefore, I am recommending go with the Xamovie. It's a free software. The same look like a SPSS. The entire features available in the case of the SPSS into the Xamovie. Therefore, I recommend to all the people kindly go with the free open access journal like Xamovie or the tools like JSP. So these are tools free. Rani Kishan, I hope now you understand the answer. So I found the problem downloading full text into Google, showing as paid. Google Scholar. Sir, that's why. Okay, the Vinita Chaudhary, some of the articles, it's not a open access. So only the open access journal only you can be able to find it from your end, right? So you can check which are the articles, because in the Google Scholar, it's it's leading the role only the search engine. It's acting as a search engine. Which are the articles related to that, it may showing. But the things that we have to locate whether the article is a paid one or a free one. We can access only the free access journal only. So what is the H index is calculator? So the H index, it's based on the quality of the researcher. Because previously we are talking about the index, what is that other impact factor. Impact factor is representing the quality of the journal, but the H index or I-10 index is referring the quality of the researcher. So if you look onto there is a formula. Just to click the go to the Google and type it.
Is asking.
Sorry.
So one question from Bhavana Rawat. She's
Yes,
asking all the application are free from our personal data. Some threat for drifting our personal data. So that is the concern from Bhavana.
Once it's come,
so how we can trust?
Yeah. Once you come to the online, nothing's to be privacy now. So kindly look on this, because once it's come to the online, nothing's to be private. So it will be automatically it comes to the online. So any people can access, even the Facebook. Now you can see a lot of people hack the create the fake ID and they're asking the money. So you may cross a lot of issues in this, because the data in the case of the online, we cannot be make it much privacy. And particularly you are using this kind of tool only for the education purpose. You are not uploading your private things. I hope you understood. So these are platforms. I'm talking about the academic platform. We are not uploading, you are not uploading your own photo. You are not uploading anything. You are uploading your research work only. The research work, it should be reached to the society. For this, we are using this platform. Parallelly, we are using this tool for enriching our research attitude also. So here, I don't know how the privacy comes, because here you are giving maximum your names you are giving, your mail ID you are giving, nothing you are not giving. So for creating account, only this much is enough. So here, how the privacy comes, it's not at all issue, because the personal data means personal data represent in the case of the 21st century, your bank details, your personal photos, that may come under the personal data of yours. The mail ID and all is not personal, because it's like a social data, because If you want to connect the people, you have to give your mail ID. Then only the people connect you. I hope you are connected. So personal data differ, social data is differ. So we are creating account with the use of our social data only, not for the personal data. So we are not giving, if you openly, the people's like us, we are not worrying about to share our photos into the Facebook or the Instagram, but we are worrying about to use this particular tool for the academic. That is the issue from our end. So we have to throw this kind of negative thoughts about the technology. Technologies may helping us to reduce our workloads. So for enriching our the attitudes of the what is that the research also parallel. Suggest some of the sites where we can standard questionnaire or tools for the data collections. So, there is a question from Manjula and Annamalai. We could not find the questionnaire directly. Yeah, the questions, the tools we cannot find directly from the any web sources, because if you go for some of the web-based questionnaire, it's a paid one. No one can give the tool as a free. What you have to do, if you go to the South Ganga or even the South Ganga, we can find out all the Indian what is that thesis questionnaire is available. You can use the South Ganga, or if you go to the other websites of foreign universities portal, university, the portal of the dissertation as a thesis download, there you can find the plenty of articles, plenty of the tool along with the dissertation work. You could not go for specially for finding the questionnaire or the tools, because some special people and some of the special organization or some specific organization, they are making the money with the use of the tool. So therefore, don't go with separately for searching the tools. Instead of that, searching the dissertation or the thesis, from there, the appendix part you may get as a tool. So that tools you can use it. I hope you get the answer, Manjula Annamalai. Thank you.
One question from Vinita Chowdhury. I found problem in downloading full text in Google Scholar. Show as paid.
That's
is there any
no?
problem or some paper are paid?
Yeah, some paper. That's why every article is not a free access. There is a term open access as well as paid. Most of the articles in the Scopus, it is a paid one. The Scopus base is a paid one. If you look onto the Springer, it is a open access Springer. Okay. So if you are finding, if the article is published in the open access journal, we can get the article directly from the Google Scholar. If it is a paid one article, we can see only the abstract only. We cannot find the entire article. We can go for the paid one only, because it's a paid based journal.
So one common issue happened for everywhere. Now the teachers are using Google platforms like Google Classroom. So whenever the students are uploading their assignments, so our drive is automatically go full. Is there any option to for that?
So you are asking about the Google, when you're uploading the assignment in the Google Classroom, it automatically affect the space, no? That's your question, no? Is it correct? Because there is
yes, sir.
sound issue. Okay.
Yes.
1 minute. I'm just sharing the screen for 2 minutes, because, yeah. So I hope my screen is now visible. Just I'm coming back to my Google. Please, this is my Gmail. This is my Google. I'm going to my drive. Please kindly see my drive. I'm opening my drive. I'm open my Google Classroom also. Please. This is my Google Classroom. So I'm opening both the drive as well as the Google Classroom. Just I'm showing the number of classes which I'm running. Kindly see the number of classes which I'm running in the Google Classroom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 23 classes I'm running, right? So in the Google Classroom itself, I'm running the 23 classes. So just for example, in one classes, how many students are there? Just for showing, I'm showing here. In a single class, this class consists of nearly 400 people. See, there is a 433 students in a single class, right? So I am running 23 classes with 433 students of a single class. Okay, somewhere it's 20 only some classes. I'm opening parallelly my Google Drive. This is my Google Drive, right? See the space. See the space. Sorry, I'm just going back. This is my. I'm moving to the Google Drive. So I'm having the storage 100 GB. This is my personal account. This is my personal account. It is my personal account. So in the personal account, I paid nearly 1,500. So only 1,500 per year. It's very simple. What you have to do, if you want to buy the storage in your personal mail account, you can go to the buy storage. If you click the buy storage, it leads the next level. It asks whether you need 100 GB. Sorry, I am told as 1,500, but it's not 1,500, only 1,300 per year. So I am using more than 5 years of this particular mode. I'm enriching my account. So I am getting the more spaces here. Only 1,300 because we are spending a lot of money for any other purpose. For getting the spaces for your Google Drive, I am recommending go with this 100 GB. Okay, if possible. Otherwise, it's giving the 200 GB, 2 TB and all. But I am recommending go with 100 GB because I'm using more than 5 years. Still, I'm not reaching the 100 GB because I'm using still 100 GB. And suppose you don't like to enrich the spaces, what you have to do? Tell the students don't share the accounts. Don't share the material as a uploaded material as a file like a PPT. If you're asking the students to submit a PPT, don't ask them to submit it directly as a PPT. Instead of that, what do you have to do? See, this is my drive. Kindly see the file size. What is the file size? You can see there is a file size, nothing. Even if you are uploading anything directly from the Google's drive, from the Google Classroom, here the spaces won't be accepted. See, there is a 0 space only. Therefore, the people having the wrong notion that if the papers are uploading the material, particularly the teachers uploading any material directly from the Google Classroom, it won't occupy the space. It's like a cloud storage. It occupies the spaces of the cloud, not from the our storage. Please kindly see. So this is a 100 GB I'm getting, but I'm using 31 GB, 31 for 4 GB. It's not for this kind of, this is everything, the folder, no? These are the folder I'm uploaded into the content to the Google Classroom. So here the space is nothing, only the file. See, there's a 2.1 MB. This is a PDF file I uploaded directly to my Google Drive through PDF in the PDF format. That's why there is a GP, MP. You can see the Google Sheets. You can see the Google Forms. So you can tell the students, even they submitted also, sometimes it may occupy the space also. You can suggest the students to submit the assignment in the name of Google Forms or Google Sheets or Google Slides or Google Docs. So tell them they can prepare the assignment as an image. After the image, they can upload into Google Docs. They have to share the the assignment as a Google Docs, because the Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, they won't occupy any space. See, whenever if I open the Google Docs, I'm opening only the Google Docs as a search results. Please kindly see. This is my Google Docs. I'm opening all the documents through the search box. See, all the documents which I use here, everything is here 0 bytes. But here there is a 100 KB. Why? This is a Word file. You can see. If you're uploading content in a Word file, it is just space which may occupy. But if you're uploading the any content, or if you're creating any content through the Google Docs or Google Sheets or Google Slides, it won't occupy the space. See, this also 0, 0. Here, why is the 20 KB? This is a Word file. This is also Word file. This is also Word file. Wherever you're seeing the Word file, there is a KB. Wherever you're seeing the document file, there is a 0 KB. So I hope you understood, Syed Alavi. So only the case of the PDF file or Word file or PPT file, it takes the KB. But when you upload the file, or you can share the file directly to Google Slides or Google Docs or Google Sheets, it won't occupy the space because it's only the 0 KB. It is working through the internet and it's only the 0 KB. Similarly, if you go with PowerPoint, so like if you go with the presentation, I'm talking about the slide presentation. In the slide also, you can see the PPT is a 74 and the FD file, this is a file of this one. What is this? Google Sheet. So Google slide, this is a 0 byte. So don't upload the file as a PPT, as a Word file. Instead of that, tell them to be upload the file as a drive based application like Google Docs, Google Sheets and others. So I hope now you could understood the things. I think
yes,
so.
Sir, it's very useful technique.
Okay.
So I think there is no more questions. I'm not seeing any question. So we will go to the end of the session. So in total, it was a very informative and very useful session. And your entry was very stylish, and it was like good movie, I can say, like how the labor is coming. So you are started with some sarcastic kind of slides. That was very interesting, and we got good comments from our YouTube viewers, our participants. So after that, it was you started from the higher level research, how we can apply the various tools in research, how we can access the various resources, and also, and finally, how we can use in teaching learning as well. How we can check the various plagiarism platform. Every angles you touched in a within a 1.5 hour. It was very informative session. So with this, I hand over to Principal Ma'am. If Ma'am have any comments, remarks, any add-ons. Thank you, Ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Syed Alvi. So it's been really very, very a great learning experience, hearing you, Dr. Thiyagu, about so many search engines, whether it is for referencing or for research work, or even for most of us, I'm sure they have their accounts on academia.edu and ResearchGate, but you've taken it so far and done it so well. The question answers that you have deliberated, I think it's been one of the best sessions. There was a lot to take away from today's session, and I can just thank you, because I really don't have any inputs, because I have also gained so many resources that you've mentioned, and how beautifully you've taken us to each and every site, and whether it is like recording any kind of resource or creating your own digital resource. So it's been truly justified to the topic on which you were here for. And certainly if we use all these, there's a lot of scope to enhance the qualitative aspect that we are all looking forward. So really nice. And we'll also visit your website that you have. It's been already shared to all the participants. And hopefully we all can engage as community of co-learners and lifelong learners, and we'll get connected through this platform. So once again, thank you. I don't really have anything to add, but there's been so much in the session, and I'm truly grateful. In fact, today we have 2 more faculties here on the platform at this time. Generally what happens is towards the end, it's only me and Dr. Syed Alvi. So in fact, once you have your colleagues also on board, so in case they would like to say something, most welcome, because I'm sure that it's been a learning for each one of us who's there. So yeah, Kavita ma'am, would you like to add something, please?
Ma'am, actually, thank you, ma'am, for arranging this faculty FTP program. Delivery sir also, and inviting Dr. Thiyagu sir as the resource person, because it is 100% sure that this session will be a wonderful session, because sir is a known person in the field. Thank you, sir, for this enriching session. It was very useful for the research scholars also, and those who are working in the field of this academics. It is very relevant session, sir.
Thank you.
Dr. Jyoti, would you like to please add? Kuch aap bhi boliye, yeah, please.
Yes, thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful session. And it was really a great learning for all of us, sir. And I'm really very much thankful to you for your valuable time, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much.
So, in fact, there are lots of thank yous that are getting posted on the comments, and yes, with your, everyone says it's been a very resourceful session. So I think the purpose is achieved, Dr. Thiyagu. Thank you so much with your expertise, and the way you have shown, everything that you've spoken is so much relatable, and so much of your experience, everything that you have given, you have said how it actually can be created. So it is a request to all the participants also to keep staying connected with Dr. Thiyagu, and I'm sure he'll be glad enough to help also and assist anyone who needs any help who's pursuing research or wants to grow academically in terms of exchange of articles or research work or resources. So thank you so much, sir. And I'll now request Dr. Syed Alvi, FDP coordinator, sir. You can please give the formal vote of thanks to sir, and then we can conclude with the national anthem, sir.
Yes, today we completed our sixth session. So tomorrow will be our validity session, and there is a reminder because the timing is different. Tomorrow we will be 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. So in validity session we have a chief guest, Professor Dr. Dhananjay Joshi. He is the Dean and Professor, University School of Education, Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University, Delhi. So so that is the one reminder for all of you. And we were reading the YouTube comments, and today we also, every session we are getting the good comment, and also we are getting the comments, the FTP and the theme and the organization. So thank you all the participants. First, as the coordinator of the session, it is my privilege to give vote of thanks to today's speaker, Dr. K. Thiyagu, for coming and giving a good, very wonderful lecture, a very informative, very useful information speech. Thank you, sir. For next, I will thank to our principal, ma'am, Dr. Tanya Gupta, for having this FTP program, and also I thanks my colleagues, faculty members, those who are supporting and helping me for having this session. Also, I thanks all the participants from various levels, associate professor, assistant professor, principals of various colleges, and also PGT, TGT level teachers also. So also I thanks our technical support, Manu sir. So we will end the session with national anthem. Thank you.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Thank you, sir, and please take care.
Okay, Manisha. Thank you.
Good wishes to you and everyone. Yes. Bye bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.